Sup, brochachos? I'm sure as you've seen in the title of today's video, and by that gorgeous thumbnail, we are gonna be installing the best carbon fiber trunk that you can possibly put on our GTR. And trust me, we know, because as you've seen in a previous video, we've also purchased the cheapest carbon fiber trunk that you can install on a GTR, and that was bad.
Yeah.
That did not turn out good, and we'll jump into that here in a second. But before we do, if you have not yet joined the Bertini fam, do us a big favor, click the subscribe button, bruh. What are you waiting for? It's free. And the notification bell, this way you can stay up to date on all of our future build series content. With that being said, we have the new trunk behind us, and it is already miles better than the cheap one that we bought. On that note, go ahead and roll the intro. So we've went ahead and unboxed this trunk from Seibon Carbon. Now, I'm sure many of you have heard of Seibon Carbon before. They're probably one of the top producers of carbon fiber parts here in the US, and I believe globally. They're a pretty big company. Anyways, the packaging that this thing came in and how it was packaged, I could already tell once we were pulling it out of the box how freaking different it was from the other one. Even the cheap one we felt was pretty good packaging, and we were pretty impressed by the packaging on that one, given its price point. But this one is like miles ahead, and in so many ways. So the Seibon Carbon one, unlike the other cheap one that we had bought, comes with every freaking thing that you need, and even installation instructions, which is crazy because remember, we were using our own minds to come up with the install because
there was nothing there.
There was nothing there. This one also comes with a product catalog, which is super nice. They have tons of GTR carbon fiber parts. By the way, this catalog is specific to the GTR, which is super surprising to get a catalog that is just GTR specific or vehicle specific parts. So that's really nice. We also got these nice stickers here if we wanted to go ahead and badge up the GTR with Seibon Carbon stuff. So that's really cool because I know a lot of people love doing that. Like I said, the installation instructions and then some important information that you may need. Or not may need, you're probably really gonna need, because we're gonna go through some of this stuff. With that, if you're interested in a step-by-step guide on how to put on this trunk, you could even go check out our cheap carbon fiber trunk video where we literally purchased one of the cheapest carbon fiber trunks that you can buy and installed it. Absolutely regret it. Well, it looked nice in all fairness. It actually looked...
It did look nice.
It did look nice. It didn't fit nice. Actually, it fit really bad.
Yeah.
What did you think of the fit on that one?
No, definitely not the best.
Yeah, that one was really bad. Getting back to the trunk. So, this trunk came with many holes already into it. So something immediately that we noticed on the Seibon trunk is that you didn't have to go out and start drilling a bunch of these holes in here and making adjustments to these parts. Like, this is really, really nicely done. You could tell that Seibon had spent a lot of time, effort, and money into R&D'ing this part because it is very, very noticeably high quality piece. The only thing that we did do is we tapped out all of these holes for the, what is that piece called? The factory carpet kind of piece that was under there. I don't remember the name of what it's called. But anyways, that piece that Miguel's thinking about right now.
Yep.
It has placement, holes for everything. The holes are already marked out, so all you have to do is take a Dremel like we did, and I'll go ahead and show you my Dremel setup. It's pretty simple. And we just carefully went in and Dremeled out these holes to the right size, and we were like kind of fitting in the plastic piece while we were doing this just to make sure that the hole size is right. Just remember, take your time, be patient, don't rush through it. You can always drill out a little bit more. What you can't do is add more material. Aside from that, this is perfect. It came with the hardware right here. I'm not sure if you noticed this in the video, and right here. So you have everything that you need. But Miguel, let's actually flip this over for them so they can see what it looks like on the other side, because it's so nice and it's so freaking light. Ooh. Yeah, dude, it is so nice. Like, I know the one, the much cheaper one also looked really high quality, but this thing is just like next level. And you know what I also like too? The kick up on this for the duckbill, I feel like it's higher than the other one was, which is really nice because it adds like another effect to this.
Yeah, it has like a better flow almost.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it looks really nice. The weave is just absolutely perfect, really good looking part. We still have off over there a piece, whatever this piece is called. I don't remember the name to this piece, but this piece. We left it off when we had to remove the other trunk. So that hasn't been put back on yet. And I'll show you what we did here. So on the factory one, which we had to put back on to take the cheapo carbon one off, we still have our line braided. So for those who have not seen the previous installation video on the cheapo carbon fiber trunk, we basically needed to take the wiring out of the spoiler, or at least the harness portion. And what we did was we cleaned it up really nicely with some of this wrapping here and some zip ties, and made it into like a nicer harness setup, which is really cool. We didn't rewire it back in there because there's not enough space in there, but we set it up this way. When we got our new trunk from Seibon Carbon, everything would be ready, so the installation would be super simple. So for us, oh my God, look at these titanium work screws or bolts. These things are so freaking nice, so pretty. Oh Miguel, the other thing we're gonna be doing is we're not gonna be putting on these lift shocks or whatever. Here, the reason why is because Seibon Carbon actually recommends not to put these on because of like that. You see how like much force it takes? So maybe in the future we could find some like lighter tension ones and then put some there, but at least for now, we're not gonna install them because one, you don't need them, but then two, I don't want it to mess up how light the other trunk is. So this is gonna be pretty simple for us. If you're installing this on your trunk, like I said, I have a full install video on the channel on how to go ahead and take everything off. It's pretty damn simple. And then all you have to do here is take off these two bolts or screws, whatever you want to reference them as, and this whole piece will, you know, boop, boop, pop off. Man, those titanium screws are so nice. Titanium Works, by the way, makes these, and they're just super pretty. Beautiful. With that, let's go ahead and weigh up the factory trunk and weigh up the Seibon Carbon one. So, Miguel, go get the scale, bro chacho.
A few moments later.
All right, let's check out the weight of this thing now. I'm just kidding. It weighs nothing. It's so freaking lightweight. All right, let's see how much this this piece weighs. Let's see, what's the best way to put it on this thing? I don't even know if this thing's gonna register how light this is.
Oh, it doesn't look like it.
Okay, here we go. Let me step on it to get it started.
There it goes. And 10 pounds.
That's super freaking light.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, now it's time to go ahead and pop off the factory one so we can get this beautiful Seibon Carbon one on there and finally have smiles on our face because of how sad we were from the cheapo products. Like they say, people, buy once, cry once. First things first, at least in our case scenario, we need to go ahead and pop off this mechanism right here. Miguel, I need you to remind me to put back on the factory piece on the new trunk.
Yep.
Man, this is cool. I'm freaking super excited about this now. This, you can go ahead and unplug this. Now remember, your setup's gonna look a little bit different than our setups because we custom did this. And if you're interested in seeing how we custom did this, you can check out that previous video. But it's pretty simple. We just took the harness that goes up to the third brake light, pulled it out, and then hooked it up all to this, and then tied it into this beautiful sleeve right here, and which we're very proud of because it came out looking really, really good. And yeah, that's it. I think it's super funny, Miguel, how we have all these electronic tools and we still use the ratchets, even with all of our time-saving electronic stuff.
Well, it sounds nice.
I think that's kind of, maybe it's like the reason why we do it is the sound. Now, in our case scenario, all we're gonna have to do is take off these right here, but what we're gonna do first, because we're not gonna be using these shocks, so we're gonna go ahead and pop these off like so. We wanna keep these intact in case, you know, somebody in the future wants them. We have them. We have them ready to go. Oh, what's this? Is this a bug? What is that?
Ooh. That'd be nasty.
Protein, bruh. Protein. I feel like people in the comments are always like correcting, like, oh, that's not a bolt, that's a screw, or that's not a nut, that's a bolt. Well, no, we never mix those up, but
It's whatever you want it to be.
right? Like, whatever we want to identify the bolt, screw, nut as,
Exactly.
like, we should be able to,
Freedom of speech.
right? All right, let's do the other side.
Yup.
Where is she going? Where are you off to? The office?
Bye, Ma. I love you.
Love you, baby. By the way, for those who don't know, Elsie is in real estate. She's a realtor, licensed here in sunny Florida. So if you're interested in moving to Florida or investments and you want to make all this money that we're making, hit Elsie up. She's a pro, a big pro. She can give you all the right advice. Okay, now, Miguel, this part, I think we need to put the camera down because I need you to help me get this trunk off of the GTR.
Awesome.
Sound good?
Yep.
Let's go towards you with it. Now, for those who have seen our wiring jobs before, we typically use this safety lock wire just because of the thickness of it. It's pretty nice, and we buy this stuff on Amazon, and it comes like a whole big old wheel in here, and it's used for locking like bolts and nuts and stuff like that, keeping them from backing out. But anyways, we cut a long piece of this off. It's perfect, and we'll go ahead and use that to fish the wires through the trunk. All right, now, let's just tie this around here a few times, just so hopefully I'll lock it in place, or at least lock it in enough for us to drag it all the way to the top. Oh, easy.
Wow.
That was not like the other one.
Nope. Only took like 10 minutes.
Yeah. And then let's see how this fit. Remember, this we had to make modifications to because it wasn't nice. Oh my god.
Look at that. Flush.
Freaking perfect.
Yep.
Awesome. Cool. Now we'll just keep this here and we'll install the locking mechanism onto the GTR. Wow, that's a tongue twister. And then for the locking mechanism, Seibon Carbon gives you the hardware that you're gonna need, and that is what we'll use to put it into here. And yeah, you already have all your holes, man. That's pretty freaking awesome. Now, with the new lock installed, the harness run, and everything's clipped where it needs to be in a place, this is as far as you're going in this step. Leave this a little bit loose. This way this has some wiggle room here. Mucho importante. Before you go ahead and close this trunk, make sure that this latch is working. How you do that, have somebody go in the car, press the button, or you can go in the car, press the open trunk button, make sure it makes that clicking sound. So, Miguel, go and do that, and I'll let you know. Sounds perfect. It's working. Now we can close it and see where we need to make our adjustments. So, slowly. Okay, it's down on there. Oh my God, that fitment.
Oh, that's so nice.
I'm telling you, I knew the cheaper one. I wasn't crazy. Look at the difference in this fitment. This thing freaking fits flawlessly.
Look,
already,
it's even like super flush right here.
Yeah, like for those of you who think we're exaggerating, you have to go see that video. Like the fitment was off the charts horrendous. And what's crazy is the company that we purchased it from acted surprised. Like, oh, you gotta adjust the bolts, you gotta do this, and you gotta adjust this. And I'm like, bruh, this is like the millionth one that we've done on vehicles. We know how to do this. We've adjusted these bolts and brackets every which way possible. It's the trunk that's the problem. Clearly, bro chachos, because if you look at the fitment on this Seibon Carbon one, this thing is freaking perfect. Like, we haven't even adjusted it yet, and it's perfect. We literally just screwed it in. Dude, that's crazy. That thing looks so freaking flush.
God, that's amazing.
I'm impressed. What do you think?
I'm really impressed too. Oh my God.
We could pretty much go ahead and tighten everything down right now. I mean, that looks really, really good.
It does.
I mean, I might make like small little adjustments on the brackets, but like, man, that is freaking perfect.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That looks good. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Let's make some small little tweaks and adjustments on the bolts, move the bolts around a little bit. But this is pretty much as we're gonna leave it now. Oh, we gotta get the liner on, Miguel. Forgot about the liner. Yeah, we gotta put that on. All right, let's do that now. We went ahead and loosened these 2 bolts up here and pushed this all the way down, tightened them back up, and now, let me just show you here. Look at that fitment, y'all. That thing is freaking perfect. Absolutely flush. Miguel?
It looks amazing.
Right?
Oh my God.
I'm super happy with that. We almost forgot, but we have to weigh up the factory trunk and see our weight savings. So let's check it out. And let's see here if we can get this on here where it's like all...
Oh my God. 18 pounds. Crap, can it catch that good?
That is crazy. So
That's an 8-pound difference.
that's a pretty big savings. 8 pounds. Oh, plus the shocks.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
That's yeah, man, I think we did good. But you know, we didn't do this for the weight savings. That's the reality of it. We actually did this for the aesthetics.
Yeah.
We wanted to go for that look. It's something we've been chasing for a while. And so that's why we did it. Seibon Carbon, y'all absolutely knocked it out of the park with this carbon fiber trunk. So freaking flush, right? Like,
Yeah. Like,
we barely made any adjustments. Y'all get an A+ 10 out of 10 rating from the Bertini fam for producing super high quality products. On that note, for those who are interested in picking up any of Seibon Carbon's parts, they make tons of carbon fiber parts for dozens, if not hundreds of different kinds of vehicles. So check out their website. I'll include links in the description box below where you can go ahead and check out their website and see if there's any parts for your specific vehicles, or if you have a GTR like we do, you already know, super top shelf quality stuff. So check out the link in the description box below if you're interested in picking anything up. On that note, if you have not yet watched our GTR build series videos, make sure to go ahead and check that out. We'll include links to the GTR playlist so you can see them. A lot of really awesome content, a lot of really awesome mods on this thing so far. And we still have ways to go, so you're gonna wanna subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. This way you can stay up to date on all of our build series content. On that note, dude, we still have to get our drifting down. We haven't been using the sim. We need to become drifters. Like this video if you're interested in seeing us continue to put out more simulation drifting content. Our goal is to become professional drifters. Not drift racers, right? Drifters? Yeah. On that note,
make sure to always put good energy out into the world. Don't forget to pay it forward. We'll check y'all out later. Bye now.